Hey there, welcome to the Magic and the Music. I'm Jen. Wow, today I got some very exciting info, lots of news, and so much good stuff to talk about. But before I jump into all the brand new information about the villas at Disneyland Hotel, I want to just thank you for joining us here on the Magic and the Music. This is a channel where we do all kinds of Disney and music related and a lot of DVC related stuff. And boy, is it a fun time to be a DVC member or a prospective DVC member because there is so much news going on. Today I decided to wear my t-shirt that I made. The monorail is my ride home. We are Polynesian owners, so it definitely is my ride home. And I think for a lot of you who are about to buy into the villas at Disneyland Hotel, the monorail is also going to be your ride home very soon. So if you want to help support our channel, you can visit us over on Patreon, and I have a link below. And also we have items like this you can check out on our shop at themagicandthemusic.com. Before we get into this news, I also want to give a shout out to a couple of our patrons over in our community on Patreon. And first, I'd like to shout out to brand new patron Richard J. Thank you so much for joining us and being part of our community. Look forward to connecting with you over on Patreon. And I also want to thank longtime patron June. June, thank you so much. It's been really nice to have you as part of our community as well. If you want to get in on the conversation, you can jump on over to Patreon. We have a link down in the comments below. All right, let's get right into this. We have a lot of information to look at. So first of all, we have confirmed timing. So the sales for existing DVC members in order to purchase the new villas at Disneyland Hotel, that's going to begin on May 2nd. That is official. That is confirmed by DVC. We know that is going to happen. They have also said on their all their documentation that the projected opening date is September 28th, 2023. I think that's probably a pretty safe assumption unless something weird happened. So that's when that's supposed to happen. We can kind of count on that. Let's go down to some, for me, kind of unconfirmed rumor that we're hearing. People have been reporting throughout the day that their guides have been telling them this information. They've been saying that this is going to go on sale to the general public May 30th. If this is confirmed somewhere, please drop it in the comments and tell me. I couldn't find it confirmed. I mean, this is like late on Tuesday night on the 18th, April 18th. So, you know, it's hard for me to confirm that right now. But if you know that it's confirmed, go ahead and tell me in the comments, please. We are also hearing that the first day that members can use their points to book at the new resort is going to be May 16th. So that's a day to mark in your calendar if you are hoping to book a stay at the new resort. And the first day that everyone can book is supposed to be July 27th. I'm not exactly clear what the distinction is here. People were kind of claiming that that was direct versus resale, or I'm not really clear about that. But again, we have so much to get through. We're just going to keep rolling along. So we are also hearing that there will be incentives along with this, but those incentives won't really be announced until it goes on sale on May 2nd. All right, let's talk about money. First thing is we do have a confirmed starting price point. So priced at $230 per point, and that would be the starting price. If you have incentives that are added on later, that then could potentially bring that price point down a little bit. You may recall that my projection was $227 per point. That was based on some of the information they gave at the end of this video here on this website. And it looks like that's probably pretty close. I mean, I was $3 off. I think that was a pretty good estimate, actually. Hey, if you're going by Price is Right rules where you don't want to go over, that would have been a really good guess. So I am hearing that the dues are going to be $9.05 per point. I didn't actually find that information online to confirm it. So once again, if you can find that somewhere, please link it in the description below. I would love to have that shared if we can confirm some more of this information for all of you. There is also a $2.73 per point transient occupant tax that is based on the length of stay. So my understanding is that that's a tax that is charged each night for the use of the resort. So DVC has released a transient occupant tax chart. So this is actually confirmed. You can see here this is the transient occupant tax on timeshare occupancy per night. So this is a per night chart. So as you can see, this is going to be adding to the cost of each of these room types. And that really could add up. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more so you can see that better. You can see this is potentially going to add significantly to the cost. So in our case, when we go to Disneyland, we typically would get a studio because we're not staying as long, so we don't mind being in a smaller accommodation. So let's say we had, you know, a preferred view studio. I assume that's what that P is for. So let's say we had that and we tend to stay like in late January, and we'll just kind of, for rounding purposes, call it $40 per night roughly. And if we did that, you know, this is going to be on a weeknight and then almost $52 on a weekend. So we are potentially looking at adding, you know, if we stayed for 4 nights, somewhere in the neighborhood of $200 extra for our stay. I got to tell you, I am not excited about that. That is something that is a real bummer for me, because something I love about DVC is that I don't think about having to pay for it. I paid for it years ago, and yeah, I pay maintenance fees, but that's really it. That contract was paid for long, long ago, and I don't really like when it comes back and then there's another bill. I know that those of you who own at Aulani are used to this, and so this is not really a shock to you, but for the rest of us who are not used to staying there, this is a bit of an uncomfortable shock. My understanding is, what I'm hearing from people is that Grand Californian actually has this same thing, but that it's built into the dues. And so, you know, I kind of prefer that. I realize there is an argument to be made that this is kind of more of a use tax, because it's when you use it, the person who uses it pays. So for example, we are not currently owners at the villas at a Disneyland hotel. And if we were to book using some of our other direct points or, you know, eligible points and go stay there, we would still pay this tax on our stay. Whereas with Grand Californian, when we go stay at Grand Californian, we are not charged this additional tax. It's kind of baked into the dues there. So there's kind of a difference in how that is. One thing that I don't love is that it's kind of extra confusing for potential buyers, you know, DVC members. Unfortunately, Disney Vacation Club as a product just keeps getting more and more and more complex. And I just really wish that there weren't all these different special exceptions and rules, and this thing is different and this is different. If you bought it, then you have this rules and, you know, these sets of rules. And if you bought it at this point, you have these sets of rules. And I just feel like that's really tiring for people. You know, I mean, I try to communicate and share and educate viewers about that, but it's hard for some of us to keep up with. So I can't imagine how the casual prospective buyer must feel. It's kind of overwhelming. We've also heard that the expiration date is supposed to be January 31st, 2074. Again, I haven't seen that totally confirmed. If you do have confirmation, please drop the link in the comments below. But that definitely sounds correct to me. So that tracks with what I would expect to see. All right, let's get to the good stuff. The points charts are out. Let's take a look here. So they have released both a 2023 points chart and a 2024 points chart. Really, most of us are going to be looking at stays on the 2024. So I'm really just going to focus on that one, because moving forward, that should be a good representation of what we are going to see. So let's just start digging in here to these points charts. All right, let's take a look at these point charts. Okay, so we have travel periods. We've got obviously standard and preferred views. We've got some travel periods that look pretty typical to me. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 travel periods, which I believe has been pretty typical. I don't tend to look at the points charts in this way. I tend to use points calculators. I find it a lot easier, which I'm going to show you in a few moments, because they do have that now on the website and makes it a lot more user-friendly. But let's take a look at these different charts and see what you can get. So, of course, as usual, they're labeled Sunday through Thursday, and then Friday and Saturday, and then they have a weekly rate as well. Okay, for the Duo Studio, which sleeps 2, it's kind of like the Tower Studio over at Riviera. We have a low of 10 points per night, and it looks like our high is going to be 25 points per night. So that's pretty expensive. Of course, that's going to be, you know, holiday times. And then we've got, for the preferred view of the Duo Studio, it is ranging from 11 points per night all the way up to 27. On the deluxe studio, we have a standard view ranging from 13 up to 31 points per night. And then we have the preferred view studio ranging from 15 up to 34 points per night. So then we've got the 1-bedroom villa, and it looks like that is only available in a preferred view. And that is going to be from a low of 30 points per night up to 62 points per night. And then there's the 2-bedroom villa, which sleeps up to 9, and that is only available in a preferred view, ranging from 43 points per night up to 92. We've got the 3-bedroom grand villa, which it looks really cool, sleeps up to 12 and only available in a preferred view, and that is ranging from 94 points per night up to 200 points per night. We also have a garden room, which I am not exactly sure what that is. Has a duo studio ranging from 12 to 30 points per night, and a deluxe studio ranging from 19 to 41 points per night. Okay, next I'd like to take you over to the info page, and we're going to click on the room and points tab. And we're going to see some really, really good information here because we finally get to see these floor plans. So let's check out these floor plans. I am so excited to see this. All right, here is the Duo Studio with the standard view and the preferred view. And those are, of course, going to be the same room. So let's look at these floor plans. We're going to dive in. It's actually going to take us to all of the floor plans. All right, so up first we have the Duo Studio. I don't have square footages on these, so if you found that information somewhere, please link it below. I would love for our viewers to have access to that info, but let's just check it out. So you come in the entry door here, you can see there's hard flooring and then just an area rug. This is the bathroom. It looks like it's a shower only, so that's a lot like the Riviera Tower Studio. Does not have a bathtub. I don't recall it having a bathtub, but it's a pretty nice size shower. Looks like you've got the little kind of mini kitchenette, or just like the refrigerator here, or the beverage cooler maybe. And then you've got the fold down bed here. No balcony. So I gotta say, that's gonna feel pretty small, I think. But it's also a fairly economical room. Okay, let's move on over to the deluxe studio. All right, so the deluxe studio here is your entry. And again, we have the hard flooring and then an area rug. You come in here, you've got, it looks like just a shower. I don't see a bathtub in this deluxe studio. And then we've got the fold down bed here, and we've got the queen bed here. So again, no balcony. So that is a pretty small room. It's going to feel small because there's no outdoor space for you to access. But you do have the kitchenette here and a closet here. So, you know, I mean, it looks like a pretty comfortable shower, like with a bench in it. So that's pretty nice. This shower actually reminds me a lot of Riviera and Grand Floridian. Okay, let's move on. Next up, there is a deluxe studio. Again, they're showing it as a second floor studio. I mean, this is just kind of the reverse image, I think. So I don't know that there's really any difference here. Let's move on. Okay, so here is a 1-bedroom villa. And I think this is where these rooms are going to really start to shine. These are going to get a lot better in these larger villa sizes. So here we have entry doors. This would be if you had a lock off, and this would be the entry from the hallway. So you come in, you've got kind of, I guess this is your kitchen. Oh no, your kitchenette's over here. So it looks like you have closet. Oh, that's your washer dryer. You can see the hard flooring here, area rug, and then the carpet in the bedroom over here. And one thing that just jumps out at me right away that's really exciting is that you can see there are 2 bathrooms. This is a really, really great feature. So we have kind of the 3/4 bath here with the shower. And then you have in here the full bath where you've got the bathtub, the walk-in shower, and then the separate compartmentalized toilet. So, I mean, that's huge right there. Huge. Because you got, someone can take a shower in here. while somebody else is using this bathroom. Or another thing is, you know, someone can use this toilet while someone's getting ready in here. You've got the dual sinks, which are separated. I mean, there's a lot to love about this bathroom configuration. I am really excited about this setup right here. So you've got your dining area, kitchenette. This is your fold down couch. And then this is another fold down over here. So that'll be like the single. And then you do have a balcony, finally a balcony. That's going to be really nice. And then of course, this nice, comfortable, separate main bedroom. And that I'm sure will have some pretty cool views out of that room. So I'm excited. I like this one bedroom a lot. I'm not nearly as excited about the Duo Studio or the Deluxe Studio, but that one bedroom, that's pretty nice. Okay, so here we have a 2-bedroom villa. And we'll kind of look at the flooring. We've got, again, hard flooring in the main areas and then carpet here and then kind of like a carpeted area or an area rug. I don't know. Again, this is very much like the 1-bedroom, but boy, here is something awesome. There is that, it's like a 3/4 bath because it doesn't have a bathtub, but basically functionally a full bath here. Somebody can completely use this bathroom, get ready over here, and you functionally have 3 bathrooms in this 2-bedroom. Ugh, that is such a great feature. So whoever was designing this, they were really listening. By the way, that feature of having that extra bathroom and that full bathroom is something that you would find in a 1-bedroom over at Kidani Village and at Bay Lake Tower. So if you're not as familiar with the Disney World properties, those are the 2 where if you want to have that extra bathroom, those are the ones that you need to book in terms of the 1-bedroom category, or the 2-bedroom lock-off would have that as well. And here it is in just the dedicated 2-bedroom. So well done, DVC. My hat's off to you for making a fantastic bathroom configuration. All right, let's check out some other features here. So over here, we've got again, we have the full bathroom with the shower, 2 sinks. That's really nice because likely you're going to have several people in this room over here with the 2 queen beds. No balcony there. You have the galley kitchen, also really good move. They did that in Riviera, and I think it's super smart because it makes the space feel a lot bigger. I really like it. Then we have the fold down bed here, and there's the fold down single bed. No balcony, but probably a pretty nice view out these big windows. Then you move over to we have the bathroom here, of course, this with the shower, toilet, and sink. Compact, but very serviceable for whoever is sleeping over here. And then you have the main bedroom with the king bed, and then you have balcony. Yay, love a balcony. That's gonna make it a lot more comfortable. And then we've got this very, I'd say, pretty spacious looking bathroom. I love the compartmentalized toilet, which you also have over, I think it looks like there's a door here. Hopefully there's a door on this one. I'm not sure. But I am a big fan of the compartmentalized toilet. It just makes the bathroom more useful. And we've got a smaller shower and then a bathtub and the separate sinks. Again, this looks really comfortable. This looks like a great, great 2-bedroom. Okay, let's move on. Here is the 2-bedroom lock-off. So again, this is the 1-bedroom that we talked about before, which has that fantastic full bathroom here that you can access for these folks that are staying out here. And in addition, you've got basically a studio attached to it. So one of the differences, there are a couple of differences between, if you're not familiar, the lock-off and the dedicated. With the lock-off, you have 2 separate entrances. That can be good if you have a party that's staying over here and wants to be able to come and go and you want to not disturb the other people. Also, you kind of get like this extra little kitchenette in that studio space. But, you know, the downside is you are kind of losing some real estate on those things, you know. There's definitely more separation between these kind of areas if you have the lock-off. And it looks like in this case, it sleeps the same number of people. So there really isn't too much difference between these. I actually like that. Oh, one difference here is that the on the lock-off, you've got the balcony here, and on the 2-bedroom dedicated, the balcony was here off the main bedroom. So that would be one difference, is where that balcony is going to be located. And that may actually impact kind of the view too. Okay, here it is. 3-bedroom grand villa. This is the first floor. This is certain to be a very large space and a lot of points too. So you'll want to check out that points chart. We've got the entry here, and we've got this big kind of dramatic spiral staircase, and full kitchen over here, large dining table. And then of course this huge, it's going to be like a 2-story living room, which is a feature in many, many of the DVC grand villas. Got a half bath here with a toilet. We head over into the main bedroom. It's got kind of a long meandering hallway actually, and then quite a large bathroom in here with 2 sinks. It looks like maybe a vanity here, kind of a separated tub. That looks kind of like the Riviera bathtub actually. And then we've got quite a large walk-in shower, compartmentalized toilet as well, and then some storage and things here. All of these opening up onto this stunning patio. I mean, it's huge. This is like, I don't know, somebody have a party on one of these and invite me, because I want to go check out these awesome patios. This is for me like the main event, because remember, it's California. It's pretty nice weather most of the time. As a person who visits Florida a lot, I love Florida, but we often go when it's really hot, like in the summer, and this is not as useful in Florida, but man, you can use that in California a lot of the year. Let's look at the second story. So you ascend the spiral staircase up here. Kind of feels like a lot of dead space up here, but I guess it's drama. I don't know. Storage. Looks like, I think the washer and dryer up here. It's a little bit hard to tell exactly what's up here. Over on this side, we have 2 queen beds. We have a nice size balcony on its own just here. And I kind of love the angles too. And then we have, it looks like this is a fold down twin, I think, probably like what we have in the resort studios at Grand Floridian, in the new area of Grand Floridian. And then we have another bathroom here. I love the compartmentalized toilet, walk-in shower, and then you got the 2 sinks. And on the other side, it looks like it's basically identical, just reversed. One thing I will point out is it's most likely, if you have children traveling with you, that they'll be staying up here. And there's not a bathtub up here. So I would think that that's a little bit of a negative on this one, because if you want to put your little kid in a bathtub, you got to go all the way down to the main bedroom on the first floor to find that. So, it would have been nice to maybe have a bathtub up here somewhere, but this is sure to be a huge open space and really dramatic with these big windows. So it's going to be a really, really cool place to stay. I'll never be staying there, but it's going to be really cool for somebody. Okay, so we've got a few more detailed photos here that are a little bit different than what we've seen before. This is kind of a common area on the ground floor. Oh, this is nice. This is pretty. This does remind me of like some kind of 60s decor. And then we've seen this one with like the mural and everything, and you can see what the hallways are like. And there's the other side. We've seen this shot. And these are just some more details within the villas, the hallways. Kind of an interesting curved feature in the hallway. And here we are at the kitchen. Looks a lot like my kitchen faucet. Okay, so one other thing I wanted to show you is that with the points chart, they actually have this cool tool that they have included. This is new. This is not something I've seen before, and I'm actually really excited about this. I'm going to navigate over to September when bookings start. Okay, so what I really like about this feature is that it shows, I really like a visual organizational system. So you can see the calendar and you've got like the number of points per night. You can also toggle between the type of room that you want. And there it goes. It wasn't updating. I'm like, whoa, what a deal. So you can toggle between the different room types so you can see when it changes over. This is the way I like to look at points. Rather than looking at on a chart, I like to see the per night just like on the calendar. So if you prefer to look at it this way, this is the way to do it. And you can just kind of jump between these different ones and see what's going to be. So another thing I love about this is that you can click. So let's say you wanted to stay a week. I love that this will automatically calculate the points. That's really nice. That is something I'm definitely happy to see on this tool. At the bottom of this, you can also see you are able to download the PDFs for the 2023 points chart, 2024 points chart, and this is the tax chart. So yeah, that one's a little less fun than the points charts, isn't it? Okay, so that was a lot of new information. It's exciting to learn all this stuff. I'll be honest with you, we were thinking maybe of adding on a little bit. I don't really love adding on the taxes, and there has also been some discussion about whether we may be paying for parking with this resort or not. So there are still a few unanswered questions, and as those come along, we'll start trying to comment on these or have, updated videos for you with more information. But I think it's really, really exciting, of course, because even for those of us who are not planning on purchasing at this resort, I mean, we can still book here. If you have eligible points, you can still book at this resort, and we will definitely be trying to do that sometime in the future. We have booked with success numerous times at Grand Californian, so we expect to do the same at this resort. So hopefully we'll still get to use our other direct Disney points or other eligible Disney points at this resort. So tell me in the comments below, are you considering purchasing at this resort? Has this information made you more or less likely to purchase at this resort? I think there are some negatives. That tax, the transient occupancy tax is definitely a negative, and potentially parking may be a negative. The points charts are not cheap, but I think they're about where we expected, and the price point is not crazy high. It's about where we thought it would be. Again, it's not a bargain, but it's not astronomically high. It's sort of just a little bit higher than the other resorts right now, so it's not astronomical. So those are some negatives and positives. I got to tell you though, that 3-bathroom situation in the 2-bedroom and the 2 bathrooms in the 1-bedroom, I think is really, really smart use of space for DVC. So we'll see if that really might motivate some people to pick up this property as well. And of course, it being one of only 2 choices out at California, and Grand California being very difficult to get your hands on, I think that this will certainly have some appeal for some DVC owners. If you're enjoying our channel, be sure to check us out on themagicandthemusic.com. We're also on Facebook and Instagram and Patreon, where we continue the conversation. If you're thinking about purchasing Disney Vacation Club, you're going to want to check out this playlist right over here. We also think you're going to really like this video over here. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a fantastic day, everybody. Bye.